If you want to see me create another look using the Estee Lauder holiday set for 2020, then stick around. Hi there, it's Hélène and welcome or welcome back to HMM Makeup or Makeup. Today I am offering up a final look, at least I think it's a final look unless I get more requests from you. I am looking to use this palette, which is the Glam palette, and I'm going to focus on the purples today, and I have bluish purple nails. I don't know if the the ring light's catching it, but it goes from blue to purple. That's completely by accident. But anyway, this is the Glam palette. I'll show you the other one as well. And this is the Nudes palette. I've done two looks with that one. I have done a blue look with the Glam palette. And this one, yeah, this one is called the Nudes. And then finally, there is a face palette, which I am going to use right now because I don't have any sort of bronzer, blush, or highlight. Well, actually, I have a cream highlight on, but I don't have blush or bronzer on at this point. And why not take care of that right now? By the way, if you are enjoying the content on this channel, I would love it, if you're not subscribed already, to hit that little subscribe button in the corner over there. That would be wonderful. All right, no brushes come with the kit, so I went and got myself my bronzer brush. And we're going to go right into this bronzer right here, which is the Bronze Goddess Medium 02. And I'm going to use the mirror that is in the palette. So the palette does have a mirror. And the bronzer has a little bit of shimmer to it, but it does not come off on the skin as far as I remember. Oh, and I do have some Tartiste Pro Glow Contour Cream on as well, just to make sure that you know everything that's on my face. For anything else that I already have on my face, because obviously my brows are done and everything, I do have it all listed in the description box. So you can always look in the description box for my look, or if it does not appear, you will see a link that says how I created today's look or how I created this look, and it will link to the video where I show, just like I'm doing now, my makeup application. Okay, other side. Okay, I think that's good enough. I might put a little bit, very little, on the sides of my nose. Okay, so that's it for bronzer. Now I'm going to go in with the blush. And I'm going to use this blush brush, which is the angled blush brush, I think. And it has completely rubbed off at this point. Buildable powder brush, or blush brush. And I'm going into this pink one, obviously, and that is Pink Kiss in 220. So it should be a standard blush in the Estee Lauder lineup. And I do appreciate when companies that do holiday kits put some of their signature products in the holiday kit, because you have a chance to try some of their products for a pretty discounted price. Okay, so there is the blush. I'm pretty happy with that. And we're going to go in with the highlighter. Even though I have highlighter on, I would like to top it off a little bit. And of course, I hadn't taken out a highlighter brush. This is the Featherweight. Now, I like this about Sephora Pro brushes. It's the writing is basically embedded into the, not the ferrule, but the handle. And so it's not likely to rub off, unlike the Smashbox brushes. So this is the Pro Featherweight Blending Brush. And I'm going to go into this highlighter that is called Modern Mercury. And yeah, I remembered last time it doesn't pick up that much on this brush. It's a little bit densely packed. Just going on the cheekbone here. Oh yeah, look at that. I definitely went for more of the highlighter than I did last time because I remembered fighting with it a little bit. Okay, so that should be enough. It is quite pretty. If you are concerned about a highlighter, you don't want anything to be too out there, this one's pretty good. Okay, face products are done and we are ready to go into, oh, I didn't mention, I am wearing one of the lipsticks. I am wearing one of the lipsticks here. There's a mirror for application. I actually didn't take the plastic off of this one. Obviously, I'm not using this mirror for application, so this is always satisfying. There we go. So you can have a mirror for on the go. And this is the color that I have on my lips today. Where else would I have it? Although you could use it as blush, cream blush. And it is called Knockout Nude 184 is what I have on my lips. I do appreciate the mirrors on these. When there's a square package, it just makes so much sense because very often we have to apply lipstick many times during the day and you don't always have access to a restroom or ladies' room to go and take care of it. So it's kind of nice to have that right on your lipstick. Although we can probably have a compact with us, but it's just nice that you can slip a lipstick in your jean pocket and away you go and you don't have to have your purse with you or anything. I digress. We are going into this palette. And I do already have some eyeshadow on. I put on the NYX eyeshadow base in 03. And I have put on 2 eyeshadows from the Smashbox Matte Exposure, which is Wheat and Desert. They're mixed together. And I also have Sumatra in my eyebrows. So that is what I have used. I did not use the eyebrow product from Estee Lauder today, but I can tell you that it is quite nice. So you may want to take a look at this video to see me apply it. Let's take a look at this. So last time I did a look with these guys and this one? No. These guys and this one. And hopefully you can see the colors. So this one has a hint of baby blue, but it's mostly silver. And then these 2 blues right here. And I think I used one of these for the brow bone. What I want to do today is focus on the purples. So I'm going to go with this one and this one, and then we'll see what else it is that I use. But I really want to use the purple shadows. I want to use as many of the shadows in the 2 10 pan palettes as I can. And so yeah, let's get going. Okay, I'm going to go in with this kind of burgundy purple in the crease, and I'm using a very fluffy crease brush. When I'm dealing with a deep shadow, I do like to go with a very fluffy crease brush to start with, especially a shadow I've never used before. And let's just see how it behaves. And I will do all of the work on one eye and then go and replicate it off camera to save us both some time. And my nose itches every time I do a look on camera. Going back in to, and this is, they don't have shade names, so this is technically number 7 is what they're calling it. And it is from the Glam palette. There is a Glam palette and a Nudes palette. That is going on quite nicely. It's building up well. Pretty effortless, that's good. I like the quality of the shadows in here. The only thing I'm not big on is how small the pans are. If you haven't seen any of the other videos, this is my brush on the pan. Seriously. It's so tiny. And the whole palette, this whole palette is 3.7 grams. Or what is it in ounces? Or 0.1 ounce. So, yeah, it's very tiny. All right, so we've got this side almost done. Okay, I like this very much. I am going to soften up just a little bit the top here with another crease brush that is just clean. Just going to soften that up before doing the brow bone. Okay. And for the brow bone, I like to use this kind of a brush. This is from a Smoky eye set from Sephora. That was 5 brushes, and it's called a shadow brush. Very descriptive. And I think I'm going to go into this color right here. It's a beige with a little bit of shimmer in it. And it's kind of a cream color. I think that's going to go well for the brow bone. Just a little bit of shimmer in it. Okay, that's as much as I want to do, and I'm probably going to go back in with this and just make sure that the purple is still where it should be. Okay, and now we have to put some purple, the royal we, have to put some purple on the lower lid. I've got little fluffs. I go walk my dog before I film. And I think some of her undercoat gets on my face somehow, and I have little fluffs on my face that tickle me all morning. Too much information maybe? I don't know. I'm going back in with this same purple, and I'm going to go on just one side of the brush and sweep it from most product out to in. Going to go in with a little bit more. Putting the product, the eyeshadow, on one side of the brush really helps to make sure I don't put too much on. Okay, that looks really good. That could be, apart from the brow bone, a one eyeshadow look, really. Of course, I'm going to put something else on the lid, but it's doing a pretty good job. And speaking of lid, I do want to intensify that purple, and I'm going to use the same purple, but with this brush, which is the full coverage. This time I remember the name without looking. The full coverage brush from Smashbox. I keep wanting to call it something else, and it drives me crazy every time. All right, so I'm packing it on. And it does change the color. So it's more burgundy in the crease, but now it's more purple as I pack it on. And I do like the effect, the color on the eye. It's quite pretty. Good, okay, so that turned out super. And I think I'm going to use the same brush into the purple again, but on the tip. And I'm going to use the purple as a liner on the whole lower lash line. I am liking the color that much. Okay, and I think that that's a little bit deep. And when that's the case, I use one of these brushes. That's again from that same Smoky eye kit from Sephora. I just run that brush along the underside of the shadow, and it just softens it up a little bit, and I think that did a good job. All right, so I've got this brush used, but now I want to go and use the lighter kind of iridescent lilac on the inner to 2/3 of the lid. And to start off the color, I'm going to use my multitasker brush from Smashbox. And this is the color I'm talking about using. So let's do that right now. And in real life, the purple shift in my nail is the same color as that eyeshadow. I don't think it's coming through on camera, at least the viewfinder is not telling me it is. And so if you don't know what the heck I'm talking about, then my apologies. It's kind of like the multi-chromes. You see people using or trying out swatching the multi-chromes on camera. And I have a number of multi-chromes in my collection. So I know what they're talking about when they're frustrated. They can't show you what it looks like. I even went outside in natural light to try to show what some of the multi-chromes in my collection look like, because it's impossible to show with the indoor lighting and camera. I'm going in with my finger. Now clean finger, and I'm going to go into that lilac-y color and just extend it from inner to 2/3 of the lid, as I said I would. Good, and I think I want to do it only on the upper lid. I don't think I want to do it on the lower lid. So I'm going to leave it as is. It is a very nice 3 eyeshadow look, in my opinion. And I'm going to brush off some of the fallout. My trusty fallout sweeper. This is the angled the angled powder brush from Smashbox. And I do like the fact that it has indents on 2 parts of the brush. So if you're trying to do a light sweep, you can go at the very tip, and there's a spot for the fingers, which I really appreciate. Okay, so that is done. What else? Is there anything else shadow-wise that I need to do with you? I think that's it. So I'm going to go and recreate this look on the other eye, and we will finish the rest up at that point. All right, second eye done, and now I want to finish up the look. And I have 4 liners here, one of which I'm going to use right away, which is for the upper waterline, and it is the last year's Elizabeth Arden Smoky Black liner. It was in the holiday set for 2019. And I have 3 liners here for the lower waterline, and I was kind of debating. So I had Lise Watier's Prune Intense, or Intense Prune, or Plum, Intense Plum, I guess in English. I had the 24/7 Glide On in Empire by Urban Decay. And then this one called the Guilty Mood from Linda Hallberg, or Linda Hallberg, depending on how you say the brand. And all 3 of them would be quite nice, which is why I'm taking the opportunity to tell you about them, because really all 3 of them would do as good of a job with this look. So let me just swatch them all. Empire is one of my favorites from Urban Decay. It's really good. And Prune Intense is awesome from Lise Watier as well. So here is Guilty Mood from Linda Hallberg, Empire from Urban Decay, and oh no, this one, wait a minute, yeah, Empire from Urban Decay, and Prune from Lise Watier. Intense Plum, I guess. I'm going to apply Guilty Mood. That is the one that I think is going to look good. Now, why did I pick this one? Because there is a blue hue in the lilac-y purple that I put on the inner 2/3 of the lid, and I think that that is going to pick it up. So I'm just going to tie the upper and lower lid together. So I'm going to do that right now on both eyes. Who else goes by feel? I can feel where the pencil is on my eye, and I don't even need a mirror. There we go. I think that worked. Okay, let's do the other side real quick. Okay, I think that's good on the lower, well, I was going to say lower lash line. It's mostly on my lower waterline. And I'm going to reapply this Smoky, what's it called? Smoky Black. Of course, it's Smoky Black, it's black liner, but I'm going to go on the upper waterline. Look away if you're squeamish, and I'll let you know when I'm done. So I had this liner on at the beginning of the video, if you're wondering. All right, and that is it. So I've got the Guilty Mood on the bottom, the Smoky Black, pretty sure that's what it is, Smoky Black from Elizabeth Arden on the upper waterline. And now I'm going to use the little black liner, which makes me laugh because it's huge compared to a regular liner. Let me show you the difference with the Lise Watier version. I'm not kidding. It's called the Little Black Liner, but it's very, very big compared to a regular liner, so it makes me laugh. It's after the Little Black Dress, right? But it's a behemoth of a liner. I just find it so funny. Now it's two-sided. I'm only going to use the one side because I actually find it to be too liquidy. So there's a thin, thick side that looks like this. And let me show you the side I will be using, which is still quite liquidy, but it's more controllable. And that looks more like a typical liner. And it is a felt tip. And I'm just going to use the mirror in one of the palettes. As a matter of fact, the palette that I did use for today's look. And I'm just going to do the, okay, good. I'm always scared that I'm hiding behind a mirror and you can't see anything. It's very rare, but it happens. And so even this one with the smaller tip dispenses a lot of product. Okay, so that's what I'm going to do on that side, and hopefully they will be twins and not cousins by the time I'm done. It's a little thick. Oh, shoot. Yeah, it's dispenses quite a bit of product. And I've used a lot of different liners over the years, and this one is very aggressive in how much it dispenses. At least mine. I don't know if I just got a weird one. I'm not sure. But I think it's important to mention it no matter what. Mascara. This is the Sumptuous Extreme, and it has a huge wand. Huge wand. Look at it next to my eye. It's huge. And I tend to smudge at least once during the application just because of how big the wand is. It's not a bad mascara. I've said it in every video. It's more, in my view, a defining mascara, at least at this point in its life. And I'm a volume gal, so I like the Lancôme Monsieur BIG, for example, the Stila Huge. A couple of other ones. The one that I've recently started loving is the Freak mascara from Urban Decay. I'll put the video here. It's quite funny when I try to use it the first time. Let's just say the word freak is, it's a good name. Okay, that really completes the look, doesn't it? So other eye, and then we will put some setting spray, and I will be done with makeup application, and we can just kind of talk a little bit about it. I really do wish I had done my eyebrows with the Feather Light brow pen. Pretty sure that's the name of it. And I hope you like this look because I've got quite a few videos coming up with sporting this look. A little bit more here to even them out. And there's a little clumpiness on this side, so let's try that again. Ah, see? Smudge right there. I thought I was going to get away with it today. But no, it got the better of me. I'll just wait for it to dry and then flake it off. I went a little bit ham with the blush, didn't I? I'm going to use my powder brush and just soften that up a little bit. It's pretty aggressive. At least you know it's pigmented. Okay, I think that's a little bit better. Wow. pink. Let's see here. Okay, I'm going to do just a tiny bit of cleanup, including that, and then put some setting spray on, and we can talk about my final thoughts on the look. All right, I used the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist as my spray, my setting spray today. I really like the way it dispenses. Now, it's not normally white with pride colors on it. This was a special edition back in June. It's usually black with white lettering, but it is the finest mist I have ever experienced from a setting spray, and I absolutely love it. And it's also quite a reasonable price for the setting spray, so I thought I would mention it. And I will also mention that I'm okay with this one, which was the Knockout Nude in 184. I think it's fine as a nude lipstick. It's a little bit of a different color than what I want for my eyeshadow. So in the subsequent videos, I'm going to be changing it to this one, and so I thought I would just let you know if you're watching some of the videos coming up after this one. I am changing it to the Elizabeth Arden Mulberry Bush, pardon me, Mulberry Bush. Let me just give you a swatch of each one of these. And I think you'll see why I'm going to switch to the Mulberry Bush, just based on the color scheme on my eyes. So I think you can tell that the Mulberry Bush would be a little bit more suiting than the one that is more peachy, which is the nude from Estee Lauder. So I'm going to switch to that Elizabeth Arden, and I think that that will really tie the look together. So if you're wondering why my lips look different in the next few videos, that would be why. And for anything else that I have on my face, you can definitely take a look at the description box. I do believe I mentioned that at the beginning of the video, but if I didn't, I'm saying it now. I hope you enjoyed this makeup application video using the Glam palette from well, actually Glam and the face palette from the Estee Lauder holiday set for 2020. I am really liking the look. I'm glad because I have a bunch of other videos that I'm going to be wearing it in, and I was really worried. Every time I do a first impressions on shadows I haven't used, and I have other videos to film, I think, okay, the stakes are high. I don't want to take stuff off and put it back on with a different set of colors. And that wasn't really said all that well, but anyway. And it's funny because I have had maybe 2 first impressions in 3 years go bad. So I don't know what I'm worried about. Anyway, that's my problem. That's not your problem. I'm going to say thank you so much for watching. I appreciate your time. I look forward to your comments. Please let me know what you think. Please let me know if you have any other requests for looks. Let me show you the 2 palettes again. Let's do Bright Side Up. There's the Glam. I've done purple and blue so far. Here's the nudes. And the face palette you saw earlier. So that's it. Thank you so much for watching. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. But for now, take care.